behind him, sir. Let her clap. Okay, now I don't know your name, so you're going to introduce yourself one by one.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mrs. Damilare.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Sahid, a great scholar and a cleric in Akma's Model School. Amazing phonics teacher. You're hilarious. Now please introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Victoria Yutomi. That's my name. So it's a pleasure meeting you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Miss Laura.
Yes, now.
Good afternoon, my name is Mr. Sam.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Mr. Michael.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mrs. George. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Miss Joy.
Okay. I am sis. No, I didn't mean this from everyone. My name is Oluwadamola Dajibade. Okay. Then we have our amazing HF. Do you know her name?
Yes.
Let her introduce herself. Let her introduce herself.
Yes. You don't know how to
It's no longer what? A bogus one again. It's now what? Original.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adenike Ibrahim.
That's the one I want to hear. I want please clap my hands. Let's introduce. Now let me formally introduce the HF of Akma's Model School. So the HF of this great period of learning is nobody. Okay. Mrs. Wow, it's nice to be a Mrs. Mrs. Yes, so as in Adetobi, Sonika, Mrs. Ibrahim. I love you.
Correct.
Who is our DJ?
DJ, put it down.
DJ, what's that shit?
Alright, good afternoon. How are you doing? I'm grateful for this day. It's a beautiful day, and I'm happy to celebrate teachers. It's a blessing to be a teacher, because not everybody can be a teacher. Not everybody can pass learning. So I appreciate every one of you, and I pray that though they said your reward is in heaven, but right there on earth, God will continue to reward you. Thank you, and I appreciate you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Let's start. Okay. We don't have today to spend here. Yes. So let me invite the guest speaker for today, the person of Mr. Magica. That's why I know that the right man can write the Mr. Magica.
Like I said, my name is Mr. Maduka, and honestly, I'm happy and excited to be here. And I want to give it to her. She was able to put words into her mouth to pronounce a name that was somehow hidden, and I was hearing that name for the first time today. I saw it on Facebook. Well, she was in my place yesterday, right? And she told me about it, but she didn't tell me the name is Mrs. Ibrahim. I was having that old name in mind until now. So congratulations once more. I want to appreciate every one of you here. And I know if you have ever seen me before, I'm not sure you have seen me in ACMAS before. Or have you ever seen me in ACMAS? But I want to tell you that I am an invisible staff of this school. Right? I'm an invisible staff of this school. So it's our school, it has been our school from day one, and it is still our school. So yes, I want to really appreciate what is happening here because I've not been here for some time, physically speaking, and I can see the work is really growing. I want to give it to and all of you that have contributed one way or the other to make it what it is today. I asked her that time, is Daddy still coming around? She said, he really comes. He really comes. I said, why? Because she is doing it well. So I want to appreciate you once more, and I want to ask you to keep it up. Don't get discouraged. Don't get worked up. Let me also say that I'm close to schools. She knows. Very close to schools. I'm very close to schools. I think I've said it for 3 times now. I'm close to schools. I don't know any school, at least for now, that's organizing a thing like this for the staff in honor of Teachers Day. Of all the schools I'm close to, I don't know anyone that said, okay, let's get together as teachers, let's celebrate teachers because it is Teachers Day. I don't know any yet. Maybe I'll get to know later. But for now, it is ACMAS alumni. So, once more, I give it to you. And I'm happy I'm here to be part of it. I want to say, yeah, this is teaching profession, and I don't know many people that dreamt to teach. I studied education. Even while in that faculty, many of us were not ready for it. Many of us, no, you're going to teach. I said, nobody, we were not ready for teaching. But we were there in the faculty. Then how much more those of us who did not even dare go near the faculty? But we are here. And wherever you find yourself, you try all you can to enjoy it. So if you find yourself in school, please enjoy it. And I know there are couples there too, right? Couples, they will not want to teach because there's something better and bigger. But teaching has changed, the face has changed. People are teaching online every day, and they're making money, making hard currency. So even at that, you are still a teacher. So if you have the privilege to teach, please don't shy away from it, either online or offline. At least I've known one of my former students and the other of my former junior friend. They read mechanical engineering, made 2-1 each of them. 2 of them are teaching. One was teaching here, is now in UK teaching. So there may be not much money this side of Nigeria in teaching profession, but there's a place where it's paying. So if you find yourself in that field, don't think you are cursed or that why am I here? You can make something out of nothing. All right, so once more, let me appreciate your being, and I want to say I like this class. What class is this? I like the teacher. Is the teacher here? Yes. Can I see or just look at the way? Who claimed it? Okay, I think I like this class. I don't know, all the classes are like this?
Yes.
Okay, but I like the packaging. So please keep it up. The class is your office. I don't know how you like your office to be. Assuming you are working somewhere else. Try and make that your class like that so that I can enjoy it. I had one man that has a school somewhere in Mozambique, and the man was getting tired of being active, and he wanted his first son, to take over the school. The school was already big, approved for WAEC, had big primary, big secondary. But he was trying to call the young man to come and take over the school. The young man was like, I'm not interested. Why? Because it is a school. But the man said, I'm not asking you to give me anything. Take the school, it's your school, just run it, let it be running. But eventually he accepted the challenge and he has been doing well. So that is his school and his office. So he's trying to package it in a way that it will suit him and will enjoy. So anywhere you find yourself, even here, organize your class the way it will suit you. So you'll be proud of yourself. That's not why I'm here today, but it's part of it. I just want to say briefly that we can win together as a team. So I'm looking at that, winning together as a team. Winning together as a team. When I was coming, I didn't know I was going to see 1, 2, 3, 4 male teachers, whether you're coppers or not. I think I'm safe that at least I have young men around me. Really, no, but at least these men, 4 of them can do a lot here when women rise up to it. So you watch football, some of you. Yeah, so you have your teams. So you know what a team is. Is there any way you can tell us what you think a team is? Not just the men, even the women. A group of people, okay.
Having common goal.
Okay. Okay. Having common goal, you're saying something?
Working together.
Working together. Simple. Simple. So I think we are already there. So that's what we're looking at. And we are going to look at that and say we're a group of people working interdependently and taking responsibility together with the intention to achieve a common goal. That's what we're looking at. So if I have my definition here, I want to just listen to yourself, but I want to just take what I have here, that a team is a group of people, as you said, who work interdependently towards a common goal, taking responsibility for all actions and achieving what one person cannot achieve. That's a team. And if you look at what we have just said now, it means that a team is a group of people and they work interdependently. They also have a common goal, and every member takes responsibility either for success or for failure. I know when it comes to taking responsibility for failure, many of us don't want to be part of it. But want to take responsibility for the success and we enjoy the success. But to say we have failed, we are not doing well, many of us don't want to be part of it. But that's part of the team, that all of us take responsibility together, so that either good or bad, we say we did it together. So a team is, of course, a group of people, like we said. So a team is a group of people, but a group of people may not be a team. Maybe a group of people, but not a team. But you cannot be a team without being a group of people. So in Akmas, what are we, a group or a team? I said you can be a group or not a team. But you cannot be a team without a group. Are we a team or a group? In Akmas, what are we?
Team.
Okay, good. Because being a group will not pay us at all. It's more burdensome to be a group. It's more problematic to be a group. A group has so many challenges that will not take us far. A group is so individualistic that it's difficult to achieve a common goal, as I said before, because everybody is looking at different things. Assuming we are asked to pull this house down, we are not pulling it down, don't be afraid. Assuming we are asked to pull this house down, and we are doing one by one, do you think the impact will be that high? Will it be very, very high, the impact on the building? Will it be? No. If you are doing it individually, push, just call one after the other, I'll call you, push. The impact will not be that much. But you'll be surprised that if we put our hands together and focus on one direction, the impact here, you'll be surprised what we're going to have. So the group being individualistic does not achieve much at all. And a group creates unhealthy competition among the group members, unhealthy competition, and that competition gives rise to a fight, because you want to achieve your own, I want to achieve, she also wants to achieve her own, and the competition will be high. Sometimes you have squabble, sometimes you have exchange, because it's like, I want to block you from achieving your target, and he also wants to block me from achieving my target. So because we are not aiming at the same direction, we don't achieve more. So it will bring unhealthy competition and to bring a fight. That's a group. So we don't need to work as a group, we need to work as a team. And the other thing you see in a group, so I'm still talking about a group, is that you see cliques being formed, one way or the other. Because I know I'm working alone, I want to achieve something, so I look for somebody that is my friend within the organization, somebody that I think can help me achieve my target. I got close to the person, he or she becomes my friend. I can get another person too as well, close to two of us, and we form a clique. And this clique will be strong, and eventually we'll be working against the corporate goal. So group is not a good thing in an organization, because it's going to work against us. So the other thing you see in the group is favoritism. The leader, let's say our HM, I know she's not like that, may favor some people. I was once in a school, not quite long from now, where even the director, the owner of the school, had a group of people close to her, as against the principal of the school. So she has some staff very close to her. She hosts meeting with them, class with them, even without the principal knowing part of it, or me knowing what she's doing. But these people are very close to her. She goes to them, what do you say about the principal? Is he doing well? And at the end of the day, you know, such environment, because some people have been favored, it will be difficult for the leader, I mean the principal now, to do well. So when the team leader or the head has people he or she has favored, it will not work well for the corporate group. That's part of what we see in a group setting. I'm looking at that group so that we will not go that direction, because that is not what we want to achieve. Alright, so but in a team, all of us are looking at the same thing, going the same direction, thinking the same way, looking at getting the same goal. That's a team. So a team is more of one. When we say a team, for instance, in English, the verb that will go with that team is singular. The team is playing. For instance, is that what we say? My team is playing. Arsenal is playing. Why is that is? It's because that team is seen as an individual, unit one. Right? So the team must be one, going the same way, achieving the same thing as one. And in a school setting like this, workers. I didn't say teachers, I said workers. Because we have the teaching, we have the non-teaching. Are they not teaching here? Did you invite them? Eh?
Is anyone?
And did you invite them?
Yes.
Okay? Because sometimes when we come to school like this, we just look at teachers not minding the non-teaching. But if we are going to form a team, both the teaching and the non-teaching must come together into the team. Otherwise, we can have some discussions and agreement here, and they are not part of it. Implementation becomes a problem. So in a school setting, we said the workers, not just teachers, must work as a team to achieve the desired goal. And what is the desired goal in a school setting? Who can help us? What is the desired goal in a school setting, in a school like this? Desired goal? What is, yes, anybody?
To nurture minds.
Okay.
minds.
Okay.
How do I put it? A school goal number one is to bring out the best out of each child.
Okay.
Then another thing is for them to be able to build confidence, self-confidence
Okay.
in learners.
Okay.
And also,
Leave it there. You're already there. So in a school setting, we are targeting and focusing on the learner. We are looking at their success. We are looking at their future, their success and their future. That's what we are looking at in a school setting. So it means that it is not me that is the target. It is not you that is the target. So I should not focus on myself, my interests, my success. You should not focus on yourself, your interest, or your success. But all of us must work in the interest and success of these learners. So whatever I do, I must put them first, knowing that they are the reason why I am here. They are the reason why we are here. Right? So we are not here for ourselves. But are we saying my welfare does not matter? Are we saying so? No. My welfare matters. That's why I talk about salary. That's why I'm talking about possibly promotion. With the allowances, I'm interested in it. Right? Because anyone that works must also go home with something. I'm a father, for instance. After working in an organization, they are telling me that the interest, I'm not the focus. So I should go home. What will I tell my children? The daddy has come back from work at the end of the month, nothing. So I'm not saying our welfare should be sacrificed, but I'm only saying that while looking for our welfare, we should not focus more on ourselves because we are not the targets. So what brings joy in a team is the achievement of that goal, that target. In a school, what brings joy is that our students are doing well. My service is some years back in Kaduna. I started in a nursery primary school. They posted me to one nursery primary school. And that school was not as big as it is in terms of population as this place. They put me there and they put two classes together. I think three even. Is it primaries 1, 2, 3 together? And I was there. But I know that there was one girl that was on wheelchair, Jamila, I can remember the name. She was on wheelchair and had bad eyesight. She could not really see well. She was not see the board, except she's very close to it. I was on wheelchair at the same time, but in the class. The copper that was there before me, because they were using coppers, they were not having many teachers, they were using coppers majorly. The copper that was there before me was always having an issue with that girl before I entered. But when I entered, I didn't know what happened before I entered anyway. But my HM called me one day and said, Mr. Madoka, what did you do to this girl? I said, what do you mean, sir? He said, the girl is always laughing in the class. Unlike the other teacher, the copper that was there before that. Then, the girl will not talk, will not do anything, the girl will just mind herself and be quiet. Right? But now, this copper, this person is laughing and playing lively on wheelchair, not seeing well. So what will be my joy? My joy will be that Jamila passed through me and is now doing well, has opened up, is lively, is cooperating in the class. That gives me satisfaction. That gives me joy. So if I am to leave any time this school, for instance, I will point to what I did while here. That girl, that student, that learner was a dull student, but I entered and things changed. That is satisfaction. That is pride. Because sometimes when you move from one organization to the other, you may be asked, in your former place, what was your achievement? What did you do? So what you are doing here will boost your CV, sometime later. So the satisfaction we have is not necessarily the salary. Wow. It's not necessarily the salary. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Not necessarily the salary, not necessarily the allowances, not the promotions, but the fact that our students are getting better than we met them. You know, when you go to a class, you can divide a class into, I normally divide into 3. A, B, C. You know the very brilliant ones, A. Average, B. Then those at the back, C. You have them in your class like that? You have C students. You know, okay, you all have A's in your class. I like that. okay, you think we even have D, right? But I normally divide into 3, A, B, C. Those are the back. When I say at the back, not those sitting at the back. Those who are not coping academically. Those who are not really doing well, I put them in C. What do we do with that C? What do you do with that C class, these C students? Most times, some of us, when we are teaching, we come this way and focus on the A, those brilliant. Because these are the one that, the moment you ask question, the A person will raise hand and give you the answer. So you would like to be asking that A student questions so that the class will be moving. But those in the C class, don't mind them. But do you know that that C class of students, if you can make them to come over to even B, your rating, your own value will increase. And that's what you're going to use to judge your efficiency and judge yourself as a teacher, that somebody was in this class not doing well, but when I entered that class, things changed and the person improved to B class and possibly to even A. Somebody can move from this class that is not doing well to the best class. Is it possible? Yes. But we are the ones that work it out as teachers. Because sometimes students are not doing well because we don't give them attention. Sometimes they are not doing well because we don't give them attention. We think that child does not know. But there are people who know much, but they are shy. They are afraid. They can't come out. And such people, because we are not reaching out to them to bring them out, they will not bring out what they have with them. So let's look at what we can do all that learning. Right? So that's our work. And that we do together as a team. That's what we're looking at. For instance, if we are working as a team, somebody is not doing well in a class, but not my class. But I can do something to make that person improve. If I do that in that class to help that child, we all will take the glory that that child has improved. Then the parent will say, I brought my child to ACMAS and my child improved. It will be you that did it. Then when they say ACMAS, who is ACMAS? Who is ACMAS? We are ACMAS. I brought my child to ACMAS, ACMAS improved. So the honor, the glory goes back to you, there, if we work together as a team. So teamwork is what makes organization improve and makes work easy. It works in everywhere. I'm not a cleaner, but I see a litter. What do I do? It's not my work. Normally. But what if I ask a child, pick this thing and drop in the basket, basket there? If I do that, I'm keeping our school clean. I'm equally contributing to making the work of the cleaner move. And one way or the other, the cleaner will make my work also move. So there should be nothing like, it's not my work, it's their work. It's not my work, it is his work. Because if we do that, we're going back to group. And the achievement will be very low. Right? So let's look at what we can, as much as possible, to work together. If I'm not getting it right as a teacher in my class, why don't you call me? I said, Mr. Madaka, there's something, the way when I was passing by, I saw the way you were teaching, you were supposed to do like this. Will I be offended? What if I am? What if I am? But it will be foolish of me to be offended if somebody has called me politely to correct me. Politely, I say, mind my word. Politely. So, but if you say, let her teach her how she likes now, then the work will not be well delivered. Then the honor will be that Akma, they are not even doing anything. First parent said, Akmas, my child changed Akmas. Then the other parent saying, Akmas is not even doing anything. My child is even worse in Akmas. I ask again, then who is that Akmas? All of us will take the blame. Right? So when you see something that is not going on well, don't say it is not my responsibility. It is not my department. It is not me that do it. Let's see how we can work together to make corrections when necessary and do things and make things work. All right. So for us to succeed as a team, the head or the leader must show us what we need to do or the direction to go, which you call the goal. What do you want us to do? Look at this term now. The term, let me not say session. Okay, let's say session I just started. This is the 3rd week. Where are we going to as a school? Do you have a direction? Do you have a target? Do you have a goal? Isn't you want to achieve maybe this session? And this session, we have 3 terms in this session. We can chop it into the terms. First term, what we want to achieve. Second term, what we want to achieve. Third term, what we want to achieve. Right? And then that you want to achieve, do the staff know that this is what we want to achieve this term? Because you must let your staff know what you have in mind or the direction you want them to go, maybe this session or this term. So for us to succeed, we must know where we are going to. Because somebody said, if you don't know where you are going, any road can lead you there. You don't know where you are going to, any road can lead you there. Now leave this school now. Where are you going to? I don't even know if you go this way. Maybe there's a river down there. You walk to the river. There's a river there, you turn. You come back this way. You go this way. You walk to market. You don't know where you're going to. When you don't know where you're going to, any road can lead you there. So let's have a direction of where we are going to this session, this term. And of course, that's what we call goal. That is the beat of the head to set the target and to set the goal. And when that is done, all of us must hear it, must know, regularly be reminded that this is what we want to do this session, this time. So that all of us will know, follow the same direction and be going there. And everybody must be committed to that goal. Because if we are not all committed, we will fail. Do you know that there is something, a part you play in this school that when you are not here, we miss you? Are you aware? Of course, yes. So, get committed. You know, the problem we have in Nigeria, why Nigeria is having a problem, is that Nigeria is nobody's project. Nigeria is not anybody's project. Everybody in Nigeria is looking for what? For what? What are we looking for? Individual success. Individual success. Up to the president. So any money they take, either as loan or whatever, they use it for their, And Nigeria is suffering. So we are not in Nigeria. There's no team. There's no teamwork in Nigeria. So you bring your ministers, bring your commissioners, bring local government staff and all that. All of them are sharing the wealth that belongs to all of us. And that's why we are where we are in Nigeria today, because there's no teamwork and there's nobody is taking Nigeria as a project. But we're saying here now, ACMAS is our project. As long as I'm here. Personally, I have a philosophy. Anywhere I walk, I give my best. When I want to go, I will go. I don't do 50-50. You know what I mean by 50-50? You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't do 50-50 at work. I give you part of, I don't get committed. I get committed to the work I do. Right? So get committed. Let each of us get committed to the work we do. After all, is anybody going to be here forever? No. In 10 years' time, we'll be here. Can I see your hand up? You never can know. Eh? Who loves teaching? Are you done love teaching? Sometimes you enter an organization, you say, I'm going to leave here next year. Yeah. You see yourself, 3 years you have not gone, 4 years you have not gone. Even in 10 years you have not gone. One of my staff told me, I think he called me last week, he said, I have resigned from that. It's a school, though. That should be about 21 years or so in that private school. The salary was not fantastic, but I was there for 20-something years.
In the child.
Yes. Right? So while you are here, get committed. That commitment is what will build you. After all, you are being here, you are developing yourself. You are being here, you are developing yourself. So your commitment will help you develop yourself. And the other thing we say will help the team succeed is mutual respect. Mutual respect. As we are working as a team does not mean that I don't have respect or you should not respect me. Respect me, I will also respect you. If you don't respect me, what happened? I expected that response. I expected that response. Mature people, right, is respect me, I respect you. If you don't respect me, I will respect you. That's maturity. That's maturity. Respect me, I respect you. If you don't respect me, I respect you. Because it's difficult for somebody you respect to insult you. Difficult. So if you're insulting me and I'm respecting you, you'll be forced to come down and apologize. And one thing in respect is, I respect myself, I respect you. That's what works. So we say there must be mutual respect from the highest to the lowest. If you say, for instance, the woman cleaning the compound is under the cleaner, no, that's a mistake. In teamwork, everybody is important. After somebody said, he who belittles people will be little and achieve little. Somebody said so. So if you think the cleaner is nothing, you'll be surprised that one day the cleaner will be the person to give you a clue to a big opportunity. So respect anybody you meet here. Don't say, after all, I'm older than you are, so you talk to me anyhow, or I talk to you anyhow because I'm older, I am more qualified, I am more beautiful, whatever, I am wealthier. That does not matter. So let's have mutual respect so that the work will move, because there's a way you talk to somebody, you demoralize that person. Wrong or right? Right. And a demoralized person can hardly achieve much in a work setting. A demoralized person can hardly achieve much. And when we are now relating with students, dealing with students, and somebody has been insulted, the teacher or the staff insulted will do what? Will transfer the insults. And at the end of the day, a child will go home with an injury. Why? Because somebody was not respected. So respect anybody that comes to the organization as a team member, so that the work will flow. That will make the work go and make it easy. And when we're talking about respect, Also remember that especially the heads of the organizations, people have opinions and ideas. People have opinions and ideas. Ideas and ideas. So when someone has given you an opinion, even if the opinion is not that good to you, don't insult or embarrass the person. Right? Reject the opinion politely, respectfully. That's how they work. Because if I know that I am valued in an organization, I am respected, I will be ready to stay and to work. But if I know that I am insulted and not respected, even to come to work in a day, the moment it is Monday, oh, man, people will rise up. Right? So let's respect one another in the organization so that we'll be able to achieve our target. Then the other thing is we must invest in the staff. Invest in the staff. So who is to invest in the staff? Who is to invest in the staff? The management? Okay. First of all, let's give it to her. Right? That will mean when there's need for training, organize training. That's part of the investment. Some trainings are paid for. You bring somebody in to talk. They have not given you the cash, Madam Tech, but that training has value to you. So invest in your staff. Let them get better while working for you. Let their values increase while here. And that investment, like I say, is not money. It could be counsel, advice. Some people who are married especially may come to work with bruises, not on the face but in the heart. Maybe because of what happened between, the other side. The other side, something happened there. Yes. And you're married to come to work. And you're looking at the face early morning. Look at the face, long face, hard face, coming to work. Hello ma, how are you? She refused to smile. Can I see you? Can I see you? She may think there's something again. I'm just coming from the one at home. They are calling me here again. But because you have seen the face, the strong face, you're calling her to the office. What's the problem? You're looking too serious. Your face is too hard this morning. What's the problem? Right? That will open that person up for that day. Anybody can do it. It is not only the management that can look at faces, right? Yeah. You can look at the face of your colleague and also give a counsel, give an advice that can help the person. So let's organize, like I said, trainings, workshops, and all that in the interest of the staff so that they can get better. Because if they are better working for you, the children will be better. If they're better working for you, the children will be better. So let's invest. And then start to invest in the students. I don't know whether I've heard or you have seen where even to, maybe there's a book you need in your subject area to teach for those of us in secondary school, even primary school. I have the book at home, say, I know we bring her. I don't know whether you have heard that before. I have seen it before. Huh?
It's possible. I have a book on
I'm not going to school, have you?
No. To me, I find
it happens. I'm not going to use my book to work in that school. Can't they buy books?
So how do you achieve?
They don't have book, I don't have book. So whatever they provide, I work with.
And to affect the teachers too.
We are saying the same thing, but the mindset of the teacher is yes, right? But when we are saying invest in the staff invest in the learners. Let it go around. So whatever you have to make your work better, please bring it out in your interest. Not just in the interest of the learners, but in your interests. So if you have a skill that will help the work move, bring it out. You have guitar skill, you have whatever skill, bring it out. Right? In the interest, I have seen where there was, okay, I have one skill, and I gave it to the school. It later became business for me. I kept doing it for the school, and I was receiving, it became business. I was making money from there. What if I had hidden it? The school would not have had that skill. Okay, what if I insisted you must pay me before I give it to you? But I did it free of charge, and they kept giving me. So if you have a skill, don't hide it. Don't say when I leave Akmas, I'll bring it out. Or when I go to Lagos, I'll bring it out. Use it here. So let's invest in the staff. Let's invest in the learners. Who will invest in the management? But like I said, you may not give the management money, but management have their own load and burden they carry as management. Are you aware?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Do you know that some school owners have died of high blood pressure? Yes. I know a woman that took loan from bank to develop a school and eventually she died. She could not pay. Right? I know someone that told me that toward the end of the month, my heart will be beating because money to pay salary.
Money to pay the staff.
Salary to pay. So, sometimes the management also needs encouragement. Right? But who cares about encouragement? I mean, my salary I want. Anyhow they want, I mean, they give me my salary I want. But in teamwork, in team approach, we do it together. So let us also invest in the management by way of support, by way of patience. Thank you. That's it. So invest in them too, because if somebody is running a school and collapses in the school one day, what will happen? God forbid. But those who call management, are they not human beings? Yeah. I work for one director. Every time he will bring. She was there now and take BP. She will be the one to take the BP of the director. Check the BP. Who are receiving salary? They are not checking BP. It's the man that's checking BP. So please, whatever you can do to invest in the management, please do that. Right? After all, one day you'll be in the management too. Yeah. Either by way of ownership or by way of anything. But all of us are praying for ownership. It's either a school or another business. But we are all praying to be of them. Alright, so and one thing we need to do is for us to understand how private school works. Not just works, also grows. Because some of us, we don't know. Right? Like I said, I'm an invisible member of the staff of this school. I've said that before. From day one, we were there planning, looking at the building, put things together and all that, and before the school started admitting students. But from then till now, children are coming, and it's still growing. Somebody would have thought that a business that has run for 4 or 5 years or thereabouts should be able to generate enough money to pay easily, but it's not always so. And somebody said that the first 5 years of business is a very critical time. If you survive it, then you can grow. So understand that school develops gradually. And from experience, when you are talking about school fees, what we normally do is, out of the 100 students in the school, you don't use the 100 of them to calculate income. You're going to assume that maybe 20% or so will not pay. So that means that all the students you are seeing in the classes, you don't plan with them because normally there's bad debt. So if you don't that, for instance, the school business is slow in growth and development, especially if the environment, this side of environment, where the economy is low, it's common that parents struggle to pay. But whichever way, let's see how the school, let's understand how the school goes and grows. It will help us in relating with the school. So the school is a very big venture that some people don't want to go into, but it's a good business if you have the mind to do that. But anybody working in the school setting has to be patient, has to understand the school. And one thing we need to do as a team is don't compare this school with the other school, maybe where you came from, or the other school in the neighborhood. Every school have their own challenge. So understand the challenge in your school, where you work, and see how you can help to overcome it. Right?
Yes.
So, also the leader making the team succeed must learn to listen to staff, members of the team. If you say you are paying me salaries, so it does not matter my opinion, then you may get it wrong. I may give you an idea that will make the school grow. That's why I was telling a particular school somewhere, schools who do well are the schools who take opinions from the staff. Schools who do well are the schools that listen to the staff and take ideas from the staff. It pays. How many are we now? More than 10. Each person has an idea. If you say we should write down what to do here, somebody will write down something that will surprise you that, I did not know this thing can be done here. So we must learn to listen to our team members. Then let us also bring in our learners as also team members. Bring learners as team members. Because even a child in the class can equally say something that will help. Right? A child in the class you are teaching can, I was teaching somewhere, sometime, and I made a statement. I said, I was speaking English. I said that every, I don't know how many of us are close to English. I said every auxiliary verb goes with, I said every auxiliary verb that has, every auxiliary verb goes with past participle. Okay, that was what I said. Every auxiliary verb goes with past participle. I gave an example. I said, she has broken the seat. Has auxiliary verb, broken, past participle. Good. And now wrote another example. She is running to the school. That was just one class. Is present tense. Running is not past participle. So it has contradicted the first statement I made. A boy in Jesma raised up his hand and said, sir. But this one you wrote on the board, running is not the past participle. I'm talking as a teacher. So what I'm saying there is every member of it, everybody is a team member in the school, even your students, to contribute to success. Assuming that small boy not ask me that question, they will go home with that thing I said, that every auxiliary verb goes with past participle. It will be an insult on me as a teacher. But thank God for somebody that isn't in just one. So what are we saying? We said in a team, listen to every team member. All right. I want to go now, but I want to say that the simple truth is this: work is easy and enjoyable if we work together as a team. Work is easy and enjoyable if we work together as a team. All right. Then we must understand finally that if the organization fails, who has failed? We have failed. an organization succeeds, who has succeeded, we have also succeeded. So let's see all we can at all times to work together to get success. And somebody said that team is an acronym, that it means together. It said it means together, everybody achieves more. It said team means together, everybody achieves more. So if you want to achieve more, you must be in a team. So I don't know what is happening in your mind, or let me say in ACMAS, but thank God for what you said before, that we are working as a team. And I want to give it to you and encourage you to keep working as a team in the corporate interests, in the interest of the school, in the interest of the learner, and in your own interests. So let me first once more congratulate you for being a teacher, at least for this year. I don't know who will not be here next year as a teacher, but for now that you are here, congratulations. And we are celebrating you now as a teacher. And like I said before, somebody who said, I will not be a teacher, may end up spending his life in the classroom.
Yes, yes, right.
So if you are here, work together. Yes, work together. Like I said, when we were in school, we did not agree we were going to teach.
Yeah.
I remember many of us say nobody cannot go and, but well, many of us did it. So I'm ending here, but I don't know whether there's anything anybody want to ask as a question I can take on and do before I go, unless there's no provision for that. Okay, so if there's any question, we can take it together. I'm not taking it alone. Is there any? So far, ACMAS, you are here as a team member of ACMAS. Is there any question? Even if it's not for what I said. Even if it's not for what I say, I'm looking at her face in case the question will go to her. Because we are looking at making a good school, right? If you don't raise questions, if you don't raise questions, you won't get good answers. You must learn to ask good questions for you to get good answers. Any question? Okay. Thank you very much for listening to me. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. We really enjoyed it.
There
should be questions. Yes. Because we do in class, we do ask any question. Do you understand? So do you understand? So you must ask questions. There's no way you can understand everything. So you must ask questions. Mr. Mike, ask a question. You don't ask me, I'll call your name. Mr. Mike, ask a question. Okay.
You
You have
ask
a question.
Why is there nothing like sports? Sports.
Okay, sports.
Something like chess game.
To stretch their body.
I can teach them that.
Okay. So, sorry man, this environment is small. There are boys here. I was in a school, the HM said, put down this sports here. I don't want my children to be dirty. Being dirty is part of sports. I mean, it's part of learning. Being dirty is part of learning. Of course, we have the domains. The motor domain, motor skill, is part of what they need to do. So thank you for coming up with that. Please, let's introduce sport. There are some olodos in the class. People call olodos in the class. Bring them to the field. They will, I call it shock prize. They will shock prize you. And shock them and surprise you. That's what I call shock prize. So some people, they need that sport. So thank you. So, Ma, you have a good challenge.
Back to your question. Let me answer your question again.
Chess, okay, indoor game.
Yes.
So buy chess, buy Scrabble.
Okay, yes. We do sports here. But first week of
We don't need it.
we didn't do it. Okay. And last week, second week, it rained. This week, Independence Day, so that's why we do sports.
Okay.
Yes, we do go out.
Not a must play football. Can maybe
Other days we do it. Thank you.
One thing I would say about sport is, okay, now we've just talked about self. normally I do talk about doing things collectively.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the feeling just being idle. Okay, there is sports, they are now playing. They're engaged. So if you know you don't have the capacity of joining those that want to do outdoor activity, engage those children to do something indoor that you are directing. That's the way to go about it.
That's where the chess
Because if
Chess.
I understand this, but they told me I'll get the sport, but I'm now making it general that all teachers should put hands on deck when it's sports period. You don't just leave the children and say, oh, yeah, I'm not doing anything, then you don't engage them with anything, then they are running around the school. So if they are dirty in that regard, that's not sports. Do you get? But if it is sporting activities that make them dirty, then we have something to achieve.
Thank you. Another question. Say another question.
When?
Halfway. Still where?
Miss Naomi, any question? Mrs. Alatuji.
Please ask question. Is a guardian and counselor coach, Abby? So if you have any personal, this is the opportunity to ask. Yeah, please ask.
Okay.
No questions.
Think out of the box before you lose it. It's money, the money is radio. Money.
So you can't ask those questions then. You don't have questions.
He said,
He said you should
You ask those
them.
questions.
I've asked a question. I asked whether you have a question. That's the question.
And we don't have.
Okay, is there any challenge in ACMAS you think that needs attention? That's the question. You are here, at least physically, and you'll be here. I don't know how many people that spend 2, 3, 4, 5 years here. Anybody up to 5 years, can I see your hand up? 5 years? 4 years? Okay. Huh?
5
5 years? After 5 years, okay. Okay, so we have 5 years, 4 years. Mommy, 4 years? 4 years? Okay. 3 years? Are you meaning your head or you're raising your hand?
I know.
5 years also. 5 years.
Okay, 5 years?
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations. Do you have any pioneer staff? Pioneer? I mean, you were here at the beginning. Anybody? How old are you? Okay, 2 of them.
Wow.
That's great. So, from those who are 5 years and down, is there any challenge you think we need to put in order as a school? You know, sometimes you may see some things, it's not going down well for you now. Is there any such thing? Or is there any idea you think you can borrow from somewhere and implement any such thing? Everything is going on well here. Question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in the quiz, debate, like competition between class.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I think it's giving us some things to.
Is that an idea we post?
Idea. Anyone?
But let me say something. We do that in secondary school. We do it. I don't know if it's primary school, but we do it in secondary round.
Primary. What? You do it too.
You're the one that does it.
Please. How long have you been here? I'm sorry.
2 weeks.
Wait. Yes. Please. Am I right? How long? Yes.
It's not even.
And for 2 weeks, there's nothing understand me. So he's right. There's no proof for him that we are doing it. As far as he's concerned, we don't do it. So he's right. So if
Not only around on Fridays, most times we do our presentation on Fridays. So it's not big around.
So, community development center.
Any child can play.
Community development service.
Yes,
Please,
CDS.
Any child can play chess from primary 1, 2, 3. They're always smart. So if you can work on that,
okay,
they will think faster.
okay.
Yes.
You can even use it for competition.
Yes.
Yes.
We will organize
Interclass.
because we have friends that are on our schools.
Yes, you can do interclass. When you mature, you can bring other schools
Any
and
child
do
can play
interschool.
primary 1. Smart.
So let's start it. Let's develop it. I just see you have table tennis. Bring it table tennis, part of it. I think that one is also indoor. You keep them in.
I think after that, do that.
If you don't want to buy already, you can get a
They
calendar.
got time to come.
There's already
So get a tennis board for them to play. Yes. So, and
two chess lessons.
you have a school? You have
No, we only have Scrabble. We have Scrabble and the other
Monopoly?
Yes, introduced to them.
Okay, so please, thank God is here. So within the 1 year you are going to be here. Let's quiz him and get the best out of him then.
You can extract something from it.
Yeah. Even the staff can learn, can be part of it. All right, so another thing to say, challenge in ACMAS, we need to settle. Because sometimes people keep quiet and they have so many things. By the time they leave the environment, they start saying things at the back. It doesn't make sense. So in a gathering like that, you can say your mind. Thank God, it's like an open day, open mic day. Say something that yes.
I want to say something. I don't really know about this. To my best understanding, I want to say that like the GSS3 after their exam, before going to SS1, I think we should have career talk with them. Like a career opportunity, career talk, where people will come and talk to them about the different careers before they go to SS1 and choose their department, so that they will be enlightened and know where they are going to. Because to my understanding, I discovered that they will just go and everybody will move into science because my friends are there. Actually, if you ask them, what is your career? What is your future career? What are you intending to study in the university? They will be moping and be looking at you. But they are in science. So they don't really know the aim of either science, art, or commercial. So to them in science, a child started mocking at my student yesterday being in commercial. Who asked you to be in commercial? And I was mad with that child and I called him and I blasted him. Being a commercial, you don't know. Commercial is a good department.
Very good.
It's a very good department if you don't know, because you are not enlightened. Science. You scientists, we need this commercial person in one way or the other. So, in consequent time, I think we should be having that with them so that they will know where to place themselves. Thank you.
All right, so it's recorded, right? Yes, thanks.
If it's possible, along the line, to organize a vocational training. Because when I was in secondary school, so every Friday, they do teachers handbook, so there were different groups. I belong to badminton. Then when I entered university, we didn't see the graded dressing. But every Friday, not can discuss with the parents, we don't say this. So like maybe find how we get people to come and teach them.
Good idea too. So skill acquisition on Fridays is recorded. On Fridays, right? Even if it's not every Friday, but let it be part of the plan. Once a month, okay. So please record it. Yes, ACMAS, what's happening? Challenge, solutions, ideas. Yeah. Yeah.
What I noticed is that we are organized and students are neat.
Students are neat. Okay.
Yeah.
ACMAS. What is going on here? ACMAS. What do you say?
Yeah, the best.
You're the best. Okay, so
all we got is we don't. Yes.
So I like that. At least he has observed within the choices here that the school students are neat. As you know.
That's right.
So keep it up.
Thank you.
All right. I think we are drawing the curtain. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Are we exhausted?
No.
But we are just starting. Zolatunji. Oh, that's true. This is Zolatunji. Okay. I want to do one more thing. Okay, like Mrs. For this section now.
Teaching itself is a ministry, and if you look at the pay, you won't get into teaching at all. Let me say I've been into teaching for like 18 years now. I've been into teaching for 18 years, and let me put it this way: when I finished my SSC, I was in 2000. In 2000, when I was done, I went into grade 2. When I was done, I went into NC. When I was done, I did my degree. When I was done, then I did a professional course in phonetics. Now, I noticed most of the time, even those of us that we finish together, they don't like teaching because teachers are not always paid. They are not always well paid. Let me use that. They are not always well paid. But if you don't have passion for it, you just notice you are jumping from one school to another, seeking for greener pasture. And most of the time, what I usually look at is the learners. If I don't look at the learners, I will have jumped out of teaching for a long time ago. But I have passion for that. I always learn to impact because I feel in my little way they can grab, especially when it comes into some subjects that people don't really count. Phonetics, they believe we're in Nigeria, I can speak anyhow. But I believe out of 100% of the learners, at least 8% will grab and we see it as something they can just, yes, they can hold on to and learn. Now something happened last 2 weeks ago. Someone just walked up and said, Mr. He told me, he just finished his WAEC. He said, when we were doing English studies, that he saw 35 questions on phonetics. And when he saw the questions, he just smiled and remembered me. He said, but some schools that were always making fun of their phonics teacher, they were just shivering because the supervisor they brought that day, the man was so mad and the man refused to collect money. He said no teacher should teach them anything that very day. And he just called me and said, are you home? I said, I'm home. What is this excitement about? He said, when I get to your house, I'll tell you. So if it was not always listening while I was teaching, I was saying, which one is calm? I beg, come now, come, you know. Which one is teacher na teacher, you know, Nigeria will be now. I'm sad I will be, nothing will happen. He said, he too will have fallen a victim of not being able to answer 35 questions. So if you miss out 35 questions,
out of 60 or 100.
Out of 60 or 100. And the remaining one, you are not even sure if you did well in the remaining. So what is your fate? So what I'm trying to say is, teaching is all about passion. No school can pay you. If Alaji is here, Alaji will always say, I like you, you will always, I will say my mind though. That was one of the reasons they absorbed me at Seaside. Because whenever they were there, me, as short as I am, I say my mind. I say, Mama, this. And they were like, yeah, so I say, I'll be bold because I'm sure of myself. So anywhere we go, we should have passion. We have passion, and then you are in the school, even if they are not paying you well, you can work up to the management. You don't wait until when you see yourself in 3s and 4s. I say, work up to the management. This is what I want to do. Please add to it. Though they can't pay you, but it's just like appreciating you.
I am 19.
Oh yeah, wow.
19,
That's how we are hiding.
By the grace of God, I have so many graduates that are working.
Wow, 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 wow.
And all a while being in secondary school too.
Wow, 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 wow,
Produced
wow.
so many graduates.
Wow, 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 wow,
Both
wow.
in Nigeria and outside Nigeria.
Wow, wow, wow.
Now said, teaching truly is a passion. Like me myself, what our moderator said before. I never knew I would end in teaching line because I never liked teaching. I never liked teaching, and if I love teaching, or I knew that I will end up in teaching. Where I served in the College of Education, and I was begged and begged to retain. Teaching, profession is not teaching, I'm going into profession. I never knew that I would still come back to teaching.
How did you study in school?
I studied accountancy. So, in line, finding myself in teaching has been, and since I found myself in teaching line, I have that passion and I love it. I love it. In the sense that I am learning, the more I am teaching, the more I am learning more. And apart from that, if you happen to find yourself among students who know what they are doing, the students will push you, they will challenge you, and that will give you that insight to go and study more before you enter their class. Because if not that, of course, they will mess you up. They will mess you up. So, with that, the schools I've taught in Lagos, I don't stay in a school 1 year. I spent 10 years, 9 years in a school. So far in Lagos, before I came into this place, I stayed only in 2 schools for the number of years I've taught, before I changed to part-time. So in all, when you are working in a school, like myself, I'm working in a school, I work in a school with everything I have. In the sense that if I am leaving that particular place, it will pain the owner of the school that somebody is leaving. Because I know, apart from the money aspect of it is, we put money aside in some certain things. Because when we look up to the children, because the children gives you joy. Where I enjoy school most is when WAEC result comes out. And when the children will be calling you, Auntie, we made it A, B, B. You know, you will be so excited that because that has bring out what you have done. That is the joy. The joy is seeing all of them calling you and praising you that you have done something great in their lives. That is where I enjoyed teaching. But there is the obstacle on it too. Because there are some children you will teach, use all kinds of strategies to teach, but they will disgrace you. As if you have not entered the classroom for once. We have some of them. And that is where it pains. Because my experience for this number of years with school owners is that the year the result will be bad. Oh my God. The way they will rubbish you as if you don't know anything. As if you are just there. You have not done anything. They don't joke with that when the student failed your course, your subject. It is another story of its own. But they will not remember that this person have been teaching those that have been flying AAAA, but only that one is a problem. So, but that will not even discourage us, because as I've said before, there are people, even when you break this brain, put the book there, it not work. It not work. I don't know, sometimes I don't know where those people come from. No, it's so it's when you see this kind of children I am talking about. You will put on your effort, calling them during break to your staff room, still explain more, do this and that.
Yes.
They are still there. Nothing. Nothing. So in such, sometimes I get fed up and I don't know what to do in this kind of children. I want to know that there are some people who are not meant to go to school. Not meant to go to school because the brain is not there. But it's not a laughing matter, truth. The brain is not there. And I believe that when we discover such people, parents can take them to vocational studies to learn, and they will do very well. They will do it.